Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to my Fallout 4 Mod Spotlight series, where today we are having a look at the basic mining mod, which is being made by user Zorkaz. And what this glorious little piece of work looks to add into the game is an actual mining and ore processing system into the game, and I love this thing. Now it is of course yet another in the series of profession mods being made by Zorkaz to give you more alternatives to combat in how to make a living in the world, this one specifically building off of that quarry mod we looked at last time, but now rather than concrete, you're getting things like crystal, iron, and even nuclear material from nodes that are spread all throughout the Commonwealth, working very similarly to, say, the mining system in Skyrim, and that's just awesome. I really like this thing. Now, how it all works is you do actually have to go out into the world to find one of these ore nodes. Now, thankfully, the mod maker has a little test cavern, which we're just gonna go and teleport to right now. There we go, where we will see a number of the different nodes inside of this cave. And specifically, there are currently 7 different ore nodes. You have crystal rocks, which are found in the swamp of the glowing sea. Those will of course produce crystal. We then have a tobernite. This one's the crystal here. The tobernite is here, and that is also found in the glowing sea, and that's for nuclear materials. We then have the copper vein, which is found throughout the entire Commonwealth, of course producing copper. We then also have this gold vein here, found mostly in the glowing sea, producing, well, gold. We then have, what else we got here? We've got the silver vein, producing silver, found in the swamplands and the glowing sea, but hardly anywhere else. We then have, that's still silver. Oh boy, where's the lead ones? I'm not seeing them. There is also an iron block, which I'm not seeing in here. I probably walked right by it. But the iron one, you'll find that one predominantly in the northwest of the map, and it of course produces iron. And finally, there is a galena, which will produce lead and is found in the northeast of the map. And to use these, you just simply go up to any of these things and hit mine. And just like with the quarry mod that we looked at last episode, as you mine, you'll get whatever material you're mining, but you're also gonna get that 10-minute debuff to sprinting. So you are gonna be exhausted, and yeah, not gonna be able to run around very much, which is a bit annoying, but I mean, hey, that's the cost of mining. So let's go up to this copper vein here and just grab a little bit of it. Now, once you do have your mining done, you then actually have to process this stuff. As say with this copper I'm collecting right now, it is raw copper ore. Now we should have 3 of them in our inventory, and to actually process this and make it into a usable material, you actually have to put it into some sort of smelter. Now, there is already in the game a pre-built smelter at the Saugus Ironworks. So if we go into the main interior chamber of the Saugus Ironworks, in here where you get the big bad fight, we just need to go up the ramp and find these controls right here in the Ironworks console. And with this, we can smelt all of our different ores, as you can see here, very easily. Because basically the ironworks are already going. I mean, you see all the molten materials all around, so you just simply need to click this and make some copper, and it will take 3 copper ore to produce 1 copper bar. And of course, same deal with gold, lead, silver, and steel being made from iron. But what if you don't feel like coming all the way over here to the Saugus Ironworks? Well, you don't actually have to if you don't want to. Let's actually jump back yet again, a lot of teleporting around today, to Sanctuary, where you can actually build your own ironworks or smelter or whatever in the world you want to call it, which I've already, of course, built one at Sanctuary, and that's my usual testing ground. So back to there we go. And, yes, I can't run at the moment because of, you know, the exhaustion. Also, my controls seem to be a bit off here, but let's actually make it over to our usual spot. Oh yeah, the exhaustion. And then there is my my glorious thing in the distance. Our large ironworks there. Now let's just jump right over here, and we can of course use this furnace to craft just like we could at Saugus Ironworks, but it works a bit differently here. You either have the efficient smelting or inefficient smelting. Now, for inefficient smelting, you're not only going to need the 3 copper like you did before, but also 10 wood to actually fuel the procedure. You're not at the Saugus Ironworks anymore, which has all that, you know, built-in power there already, so you've got to burn fuel, and it will require rank 2 in science to work. Now, we also have the efficient smelting, which will take 3 of the ore and only 1 singular wood to actually process. And for this one, though, you're going to need rank 4 in science. So the better you are at science, the better you'll be at smelting. And once more, it's the same deal with the other bits and bobs here, though I believe, actually, if we go back to inefficient, yes, some of the other ones, copper will just be copper ore. Gold actually requires some oil and wood. The lead, just the wood. Silver requires oil and wood, and the steel, just the iron and wood. Whereas efficient, it's just straight up 1 or 2 pieces of wood and the ore in question. And that's how you do the smelting. Now, of course, this is, if we exit out of here, oh, there we go. Oh boy, this exhaustion, it's just... everything's blurry and I'm slow, but let's go into the workshop mode to take a look at how you build this gigantic furnace. And it is, of course, over in the crafting section. And yeah, you just simply go over to the furnace, and it is a gigantic thing. And it'll require 100 steel, 10 oil, 4 screws, 3 lead, 5 copper, and 2 circuitry to build. So a bit of an investment, but if you don't feel like going back and forth to Saugus Ironworks all the time, it is well worth the purchase. But yeah, that's the basic mining mod. I've really been loving this thing because, I mean, it's a mining system, and after using it so often as I did in Skyrim, I was surprised we didn't see something like it here in Fallout 4. I mean, it just kind of makes sense that you'd have something like that in the post-apocalypse. You'd have to go back to some basic raw materials. But yes, now we have basic mining, thanks to Zorkaz. But that is really going to be it for this episode. Not much else to talk about with it. Just to recap a few things, though. Ore nodes all around the world, go look for them, mine them, and then process the ores either in your own encampments with this furnace or at the Saugus Ironworks. And that is this beautiful mod. So if you'd like to check it out for yourself, and I would definitely recommend you go and do that, you can take a look at the link in the description as per usual. But that, my friends, is going to be it for today. So I hope you all have enjoyed, and that you do come back for the next episode when hopefully we'll be looking at yet another wonderful mod. But until that time, thank you for watching, and as always, have a good one!